Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Eli&Y. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. And in this video, we are going to be making this popcorn bonnet in the size 0 to 3 months. For this project, we are going to be using Comfy Cotton Blend yarn. It is the Lion brand, and the color is whipped cream. And also a 5mm crochet hook. So to get started, we're going to just take the label out of the way, and we're going to get our yarn from the center. We are going to start with a magic circle. So here is your short end of the yarn. This is the end that goes to the whole ball of yarn. Get your fingers around back, up front like an X, and then come in with your hook underneath and over, and then you just make a knot. We're going to chain 2, and this is just for the height. It is not going to be counted as a stitch. So we have chain 2, here we have our circle with our end tail. And into this circle we're going to crochet 10 double crochets. So yarn over, insert yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And there you have our first stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and very last one, 10. So we have 10 double crochets, not counting the chain we did for the height. Now we're going to take our small end and untangle it from this circle over here, like this, and we're going to pull it shut. And now we're going to go into the top of our first stitch. This does not count, so you just have to look closely into our first stitch. We're going to slip stitch, just like that. Now we're going to chain 2 again for our height. We do not count this as a stitch. We're going to yarn over and do 2 double crochets into each stitch. So here we have 2, and now we go into the next spot, this V stitch from our previous row, and do 2 into the same one, 2 double crochets. Now we have a total of 4, and we keep on going all the way around to each stitch, and at the end we will have 20 stitches. So I went all the way around, and I have my very last stitch over here, and I'm going to do 2 double crochets into it, and now I'm going to slip stitch into the very first stitch. These are the chains over here, And I'm going to go into the very top stitch from the row. And we have completed row or round 2 with 20 stitches. Now I'm going to chain 2 and then double crochet 1 time, and into the next one we're going to double crochet 2 into the same, and then double crochet 1 into the next, and then 2 into the next one. So it's a pattern: 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets into each stitch all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, so I am at the end of this row, and I'm going to finish off the last stitch with 2 double crochets, and then you slip stitch into the top of the first stitch. So that is row 3 with 30 stitches. We're going to chain 2 and into that same stitch 1 double crochet, into the next stitch 1 double crochet, and into the third stitch we're going to do 2 double crochets, and then 1 double crochet, to the next stitch 1 double crochet, to the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So the pattern is 1 1 2 this time, all the way around. Now into the very last stitch of this row I'm going to do 2 double crochets, and then slip stitch into the top of the first stitch. And this is row 4 completed with 40 stitches. Now for the next row we're going to chain 2, double crochet into that same spot, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So into the next 3 stitches you do 1 double crochet, and then into the 4th stitch 2 double crochets, and you keep repeating that all the way around. Now I'm going to double crochet 2 double crochets into the last stitch, and then slip stitch. And this is the completed round of row 5 with 50 stitches. For row 6 we are going to do 1 double crochet into each stitch all the way around, leaving us with 50 at the end of this row. Now into this last stitch I'm going to do 1 double crochet, and then I'm going to slip stitch. As you can see, it's starting to form like a dome shape. It's not a flat circle, and that's what you want to go for. Now for row 7 we're going to chain 1 and do single crochet into each stitch. So 1 single crochet. Insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull your hook through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and you do that all the way around. Now into this last stitch I'm going to single crochet, and this time we are not going to be slip stitching, we're chaining 1 and turning our work. And now for row 8 we're going to begin making our little pom-poms or popcorn. So into this first stitch we're going to single crochet. Now into this stitch, to make our little popcorn stitch, we're going to yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you keep these on and do it again. yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through only 2. And now you have 3 loops. And we're going to be doing this 5 times. Until we have 6 loops on our hook. And when we have our 6 loops on our hook, we're going to yarn over and pull through all 6 carefully. And into the next stitch, we're going to do a single crochet, and you want to like pull it a little bit to form the little pom-pom. So this is one completed little stitch. And now, to keep going, we're going to go into yarn over and into the next stitch. And we're just going to half double, if that's a way to say it, 5 times to where there is 6 loops on the hook. So that's one way to keep track of it. I have 6 loops on my hook, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through all of them. Now I'm going to keep the yarn a little tight to give it its shape to pop out, and into the next stitch, single crochet. And there's the second one. So I'm going to go all the way around doing that. Okay, so I am done with my last popcorn here, and I'm going to finish this row off with 2 single crochets. And now that is the end of this row, and for the next row we're going to chain 1, turn my work, and single crochet all around. Okay, so you keep going, alternating at the beginning of the rows for these stitches. Single crochet 1 stitch, and then single crochet 2, 1, 2, and they will end up alternating like this, and you just keep repeating this until you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. Okay, so I have completed my 6 rows. So in between each of these, there's a row of single crochet. And now I'm going to go in with a row of single crochet, making sure you don't miss any of the stitches that are hidden by these little popcorn stitches. And just gonna go all the way around, doing 1 single crochet into each stitch. Okay, so I have finished my row of single crochets. Now I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in the second loop from the hook, we're going to single crochet 1, 2, 3, and this one over here that may be a little bit tricky. You just have to wiggle it in. Your 4th one. Now turn your work, and we're going to we're going to skip this stitch and into the second one. Slip stitch. And then slip stitch to the next one. So 2 slip stitches. Flip your work, and we're going to work into the back loop only, doing 4 single crochets. So when you're starting off, it can be a little tricky, but once you do it a good amount, you get more comfortable with it. Okay, so there's my 4th one, chain 1, and again, back loop only. You work a single crochet. Of 4 stitches. So this is 3, and my last one over here. Now we get to this part, and this is where we did our last slip stitch. So into the next stitch, we're going to slip stitch, and next stitch, slip stitch again. So, and you keep repeating this, working into the back loops only, all the way around the hat. Okay, so here is the completed ridge of the bonnet, and I'm over here at the edge. The next step is to chain 31. 1, 2. Okay, so I have chain 31, and now second loop from the hook, I'm going to do half double crochet, so yarn over, and then pull through 3. And I'm going to do that all the way down this chain. Okay, so I have did half double crochet all the way down, or all the way on, and we're over here at the neck part of the bonnet, the opening. And this side is pretty simple to see. So we're skipping the first stitch and into the second stitch. We're going to do a slip stitch and then a half double. And you keep doing that all the way down, so all around the edging. Now we go into here. So this is how it's looking. We're just making a little border, going into each row the best you can. Here we are at the very edge part, and you can actually go into these 3 stitches. So just like that. And now we're on the other part. We're gonna go all the way down. Okay, so here's how it's looking so far. And we're at the ridge part, so just do a couple. Just do a couple stitches. And once you're at the very edge, we're going to chain 31. And now we're going to have double crochet all the way up. Okay, so I've completed this part. And now into the second one. Over here, we're going to slip stitch. And into the next one, slip stitch. And yarn over. And then you're finally gonna take your scissors, leave a little bit of tail, and cut the yarn. Now, this is your finished hat. And the very last thing that we need to do is weave in the 2 loose yarn pieces that we have. So let me get my needle. Okay, let's start with the inside one. So flip the hat inside out. Take your needle. Thread it. And I'm just gonna go into the very center a couple stitches to secure it. I'm not too worried about going multiple times in, just because when I was making this circle, it was already crocheted in, worked in, so just give it a nice pull and snip that end off. Now for this part, we're gonna thread it. I'm gonna take the inside and just gonna work into here. I like to go into the rim over here to hide it the best I can, just like this. Just going into the stitches along here, zigzagging. Going a good amount down. And then coming back around. pull it tight and snip it off. Now let me give you guys some measurements. So first off, the very circle part of this is about 5 inches or a little bit over 5 inches and 13 centimeters. Now I'm gonna fold the bonnet like this. And from back to front, it's 6 centimeters. 6 inches. And a little over 15 centimeters. And this way, it's about 6.5 inches. And 17 centimeters. Okay, now that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. If you have any questions, comment down below. And I will be back with more videos. Bye!